I was inspired, or rather challenged by this showcasing thing when the board came from Zimbabwe and they introduced it, and the Shambuino project started. So I own 1.5 hectares in Bulawayo. So I thought instead of joining Shambuino, I thought to myself, why don't I use what I have, at my disposal? So last year I went home. I went to Zimbabwe. I got a tractor. I tilled 1 hectare for 1 hectare, and then I hired an agronomist. He helped me to do the ridges and set up a drip system. Previously, I was doing market gardening, but at a smaller scale, in subsistence form like. But I went to the drip system. I started, that was in October, right? Yeah, I set it up, started planting tomatoes, cabbages, peppers, that is green, yellow, and red. And then by December and Christmas time, the peppers were ready, and by now everything is being harvested, is being sold. But the unfortunate part, with the farming, that is an advice to all aspiring farmers. It was okay when I started because, for instance, in my case, the tomatoes September, October were going for $18 to $20 a crate. The peppers about $15 a crate. But 3 weeks after I started selling, I did sell and I did make money for those 3 weeks. But all of a sudden, just over a night, they went down to $4, $3 per crate from $20. That's what it is now. You see, it's the forces of supply and demand. The market just went. The market was, flooded. It was flooded. So what I'm trying to say is, when you are doing farming and market gardening, it's important to plan properly and to have a market. Don't plan before you have a market. That is very, very important. That's what I've learned. That you should look for a market, have a market, and then you plant your things. Otherwise, you'll be stuck with them. And then you run at a loss. And the other challenge is pesticide. You spend quite a lot of money. Yeah, there are a lot of diseases, insects attacking vegetables and so forth. So you have, that problem. As for labor in Zimbabwe, it's very cheap, so you won't have a problem with that. Yeah. So, and the other thing is the type of crops, the type of vegetables, the variety of vegetables you grow. You have got to, as I said, that comes in preparation to look for the things which are good, which have a good market, which many people don't grow. But unfortunately in Zimbabwe, if something, it makes money, everyone in the country starts growing it. And then you end up in the market, come with the same thing. Both of you are losers except the consumer.